This section we are going to make some practices with the libraries, and let's see, right now we have two different challenges. So the challenge number one, it says that we need to generate two random numbers and print their sum. Okay, so since we need to generate random numbers, I need to use my library randoms, or we can call it module. So I will say import random. So my random was imported. So what is next? So using this random library, I need to use a rand integer, which is one of the function of the random. So I will say from the random, bring the rand integer, and let me just give a number between 1 and 100, because in the question it doesn't say in what range to take it, so I can just come up with any range. I will say from 1 to 100. And right now you see, by using this line of code, it is going to generate a new number, but I want to save it somewhere. So since it says I need to generate two different numbers, I will say that that is my num1. You see, so let's see what is going over here. It is going to generate a number between 1 and 100, and it is going to save to the num1. What about num2? I will say num2 and the same procedure. I will say random rand int between 1 and 100. So both of them will be different. Maybe it can be same. So, but the point is, these two lines is going to be working independently. So right now it is going to generate a random number and save to num1, and here it is going to generate another random between 1 and 100, and it is going to save as a num2. So right now what I can say that print, let me print first number, the second number, and the sum of them. So I will say print num1, after that I will say print num2, and after that I will say num1 plus num2. You see? So right now we have three numbers. So that is the first one, which is randomly generated, that is the second one, and that is the sum of them. So let me just print it, and it is going to be, yes, 80, 50, and 130. That is perfect. Let me do it one more time. So each time when I do that, it is generating different numbers for me. That is cool. Or if I want to make a little bit more nice view, what I can say that I will say the sum of, let me just, the sum of num1 and the num2, and I will say is equal to, I just add some strings. You see, the sum of num1, it is going to generate from here, and the num2, it is going to generate for here, and equal to the sum of them. So if I run it, it will be more nice. You see, the sum of 70 and 93 is equal to 163. Perfect. So we are done with the first one. So the second one, it says generate a random angle. Oh, okay, between 0 and 90. Okay, that is fine. So we are going to generate something, and we need to calculate the sine of that angle. Okay, so it looks like we have two different libraries. So I need to use the library random, and I need to use the library math. So in the beginning, what I'm going to do is I will say import math, and I will say import random. So these two libraries, you see right now I'm going to use both of them. But here is some extra notes. Since you are working in the same environment right now over here, so the random was important, so there is no need to import it one more time. If you do it one more time, that is absolutely fine. But do you remember that whenever the software developers, they are trying to do something, they are trying to use the minimum line of codes. But as of now, that is absolutely fine. So right now I have two libraries done. Let me just run it, and bam. So yes, that is ready. So first of all, it says to generate a random angle or random number. I will say from the random library, I will use the rand integer, that is the function, and the range is 0 and 90. Perfect. and I need to save it somewhere. So let me just call it the variable a. You see? So right now it is going to generate and save to the a. Right now what I'm going to do is from the math function, from the math library, I will use the function sign and I will provide a over here and I'm going to print it. Let me print it. Ba-bums. So I have some values over here. It doesn't make sense what is going on. So instead of doing that, what I can do is, let me just call it b. Oops. I will save that to the b and I will print the following. Print the angle is, let me just call it a, and the sine of this angle, let me just go a little bit up, angle is, let me just say b. Perfect. Let me run it. You see, the angle is 86 and the sine of this angle is equal to this huge number. So later on we will talk about how can I convert my float number to the integer, or how can I reduce these numbers, because there is no need to type all of them. So in our next sections we will talk about how can I use different methods to convert this number, to simplify it.